Hey folks, I've gotten another pseudo top with a really bad deck, so I'm here to show it off again. This time I got 9th with Lunalight, just bubbled out. I was the second X3 after Swiss, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is, right? So, getting straight into the profile, I didn't make it deserve to make it that far anyways. Here's our non-engine. We only play 15 basically. We play 3 Fua because it's good against everything. We play 3 Perulia because it's good against everything. It's minimum an upstart and it is maximum everything against Radiant Typhoon. This card did not resolve ever. Or it did not give me a draw ever. It's crazy. The next 6 non-engine are basically to dodge because it's Lunalight and we need to dodge. It's the Fallen and the Virtuous and 3 copies of Droplet. This is just to dodge things. It's very good against Radiant Typhoon because you can also get rid of the Monster Negate. This card is also Engine, which I'll get to in a second. But otherwise, it is also just to dodge targeted negation on cards. And finally, you know, the greatest 3 non-engine in existence, Heavy Polymerization. When this card resolves, you win the game. It doesn't matter if you're summoning Leo. It doesn't matter if you're summoning Liger. I did not resolve it that often because I couldn't draw the card. Or they drew Judgment, that sucked. As our 41st card in the deck, we played Pot of Prosperity just to dig into the other cards. Plus, playing Fallen and the Virtuous natively gives you a lot of cards to banish for Prosperity. We played Foolish as another one of. This can get you to Yellow Marten for Lunalight Fusion or Silver Hound to start your combo. Yellow Marten also technically starts your combo. Poly, because you have to play it is an engine requirement. Lunalight Fusion, because if you do not hard draw Heavy Polymerization, this is your plan going second. It's to Gold Leo, add Yellow Marten, discard Yellow Marten, grab this, and attempt to make a Liger immediately. Very good against Vanquish Soul K9. Very, very good against Radiant Typhoon. 2 Perfume. You never side this card going out, going first, or going second. This is the only way to push through boards if your Yellow Marten is stopped. If you don't have 2, it becomes really awkward pushing through boards when you have to, when you already have one in hand and you have to add another one. Neither of the effects on this card are once per turn. Old card. 3 Fractal. This is our starter of choice instead of Branded Fusion. We play 3 of these because against the MST deck in particular, you really need starters that don't just get checked by 1 MST, no negates. This in particular is also good against Biskoto because if you send Silverhound early, you can also make a Spell Trap negate for the Sting early, or for anything else, or for Flame. Emerald Bird, this card is very good just as the last name. You cannot side a name out in this deck. It is too much. These 2, Silverhound and Black Sheep, you just play 2 of each. You need this. This is an engine requirement for follow-up. These 2 are mandatory, unfortunately. This is just how you play the deck. That's engine. 1 Yellow Marten, you don't need 2. 2 Kaleido, you don't need 3. 3 Gold Leo, this is the best card in the deck by far. And then, of course, 2 Masquerade and 2 Tenki. Normally, you'd play 3 of each. However, MST is the deck, so you cannot play 3 of each. You side 1 of each of those going out, going second against that deck. In general, the main deck felt pretty good. Some of you may notice that it is a 1-for-1 at Biskoto's list because it is basically a 1-for-1 of Biskoto's list, except I threw a 41st card in so I can make a deck profile. The rest of the deck is a little bit different. The extra for this deck is Solved and Standard. It is 2 Perfume, 2 Leo, 2 Liger, 1 Panther. You need a name. You have to be able to heavy poly into something if they fuse away their whole board. A 1 SP, a 1 Cross Sheet. These are mandatory. These 3 as your Fallen and the Virtuous targets. This gets you into Engine, this gets you into another Fallen and the Virtuous, and this can shuffle back Panther Dancer for an extra interruption. And then this guy gets you the combo. It is Tiger King, great guy. Gets plays around Retausi as well. Dugaris gets you the combo under Droll. Laguska is the GOAT in the mirror match. Nowhere else. And then finally, the side is where we tick things up a bit in terms of spice. You may have noticed there were no 3 Ash in the main. The 3 Ash are in the side. You do not care about Charmies in the main. Thrust, and your 2 targets for Thrust. I just natively like this a lot against Radiant Typhoon. These 2 cards in particular were very, very good. If you draw this plus a Droplet, it is an out to Fissure, which is what you really need to be. Di-Fi, I mean. You could play Spiritualism. I just felt Spiritualism was too targeted for this event. 3 Impulse in the main. This is for the weird matchups. Going second against VSK9, this is nice. Not going second against Dracotel Branded because they just have too many starters. But going first, you want to stop the Branded Fusion because that's the only way they get to the out. Speaking of outs, 2 Black Coat. This is to call my boy, what do you call it, Titanic Lad? Or my boy Lava Golem against Radiant Typhoon especially. 1 Called By and one Talons and 1 Masquerade for going first. These are just, we play a lot of going second cards, so we need them out. And these are cards that are decent when you put them in. And finally, because we need a way to stop Radiant Typhoon other than make 1 Liger and pray that they do not play Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, we are playing Prime Mathmech Alembertian. And what Alembertian can do is with any 2-card combo, you can add Black Coat and still end on double leg, which stops basically every deck in the game. This did not come up, but it was funny. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Shout outs to everyone at Yugioh at GT for driving me down. There's 2 guys here. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to all of AU because they are my local game store. And of course, shout out to Biskoto for making a list that doesn't suck that I could clone.